There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is Ghostbox.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ghostbox Live. My name is Greg Bakken. How's everyone doing? So we've been off for a little bit, and it's been, sicknesses and stuff, everything that everyone else runs into this time of year. So I appreciate people setting their happy thoughts, their kindness, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate it very much, and just trying to get better. I have a friend down here who I'm not sure if he's trying to get on or not, because he's been all over, haven't you? Come on. Oh God, you're so heavy. So get him out of the way before he takes over the entire show. But because some people have been watching the Morning Meow when we post pictures of this little face every day, and he's very much been missing all of you. So just want to say hello, and Linus wants to say hello too, right? Yes, you do. So anyway, this is Linus once again. You got anything else to say? Why are you covered in stuff? I don't know what you're covered in. So how are you all doing? Have you all been able to have some fun, do some good stuff over time? It's been a lot of stuff. We've been doing a lot of events. We've been going all over the place. So it's been busy. Then I got really sick. Nothing like COVID or anything. It just got really down and sick and all that stuff. So just trying to feel better. And this is probably the last one I'm going to do until December. I don't think I'll be able to do on Tuesday because we're heading out on another trip. And then that weekend I'll be off doing my own thing. But then December I should be able to open back up again and be on a more regular basis. Couple of things, pieces of housekeeping before we get going here. First of all, as always, please share out this video. I'd greatly appreciate it if you can let other people know that we're on tonight. And if anyone wants to see if we can reach out to a loved one or something, I'm certainly up for that. I'd be more than happy to do so. So definitely, please take a look at that, see if that will work for you all. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Let's see, we have, I still have the cough. Coming up a week from today, even though I'm not going to be in town, I put together an episode for Ghostbox Radio that I think you all might find very interesting. It is, we have Matt Neen on, and it's a real alien encounter. It's not an abduction, but it's a real interesting program that we are going to be running, that he recounts what happened to him when he actually ended up finding himself accidentally on a UFO. And this guy is a genius. And I've said this before about him. He truly is a genius, where he basically, once he looked at the engines of this ship, he reverse engineered it and tried to create something on his own. Very interesting story. We're running that next week. It's probably going to be audio only because it's pre-recorded and I don't have a video made for it. So it's probably just going to be available on am950radio.com. So, if you can check it out, that would be great. So definitely check it out. Chantal has asked, was USA Thanksgiving this weekend? It is next weekend. It is a week from, it's this coming Thursday is Thanksgiving. So that's when that's happening. Also, for those of you who are local to me, Shar and I, every month we do Ghost Stories and Beyond. And this month we are going to stream in Robert Robinson, he calls himself a legend tripper, but in fact, he is also a Bigfoot hunter. He's worked on finding Bigfoot. He is truly loves this whole field. He's also a ufologist. He's also a paranormal investigator. So if you are local to me, we're meeting at Billy's Bar and Grill in the basement. It's $10 per person to get in. He is streaming in from Florida, but we are giving away one of his books, Legend Tripping, International Legend Tripping, and we're giving away one of his books to a lucky attendee. So please go and check it out and if see if it will, kind of work. And he's a great guy. He's super, super cool, super easy to talk to and stuff. And I think you will really, really enjoy it. Hello, Liz. I see you there. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else do we got here? I see folks are, I didn't even know if anyone's going to tune in tonight, to be super honest, because I haven't been on in so long that I just assumed you all forgot about me. So I really appreciate seeing you all here tonight. Last weekend, I was supposed to be on, and I told everyone I was going to be on, but what ended up happening was I met up with somebody in the cities, and we had a really very strong paranormal discussion. And this happens on occasion where someone asks if they can talk with me and talk about what's going on with them, with a spirit and whatnot. So that helping someone, even if it's just by listening, obviously is always going to be my first concern. And I knew that you all would understand. So that is very much, it's been very much, kind of what's been going on. It's been pretty crazy. Now I want to introduce something to all of you, and that's my cough. It's still with me. It's very, very strong, actually. So this is the second. This is the view from the second camera, and you're all going to be like, "What's going on? What is that?" Because it doesn't light well where it is. But let me grab it here real fast. Give me 1 second. Of course, you're underneath, so if I drop it, you're going to get it. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get the light to work there. It's funny because this is I should have lit this better. So Christy made this for me. This is really poorly realized. So why don't we do it this way? See if this works. And I work in production. You can't really see it. She etched a Ouija board, and she has on there, and it's totally, it is totally customized to me. It is totally customized to me with my logo. She etched my logo on it, as you can see, and like the wave frequencies of like for the spirit box. She also etched in a spirit box. She also etched in a cat, because Linus will someday be a ghost, and that is that's why that's there. And it was very kind. It's beautiful. I mean, this does not do it justice. So I'm gonna have to like either take pictures or whatever else. And this is actually glass. Okay, this is all glass right here, and then it's mounted on wood. So she's doing these. And you all know Christy Ayers, and she is doing these for people. If you want to put in an order or something, and reach out to Christy. She's taking orders for them. I don't know how long she takes or if she's backlogged or anything like that, but she is definitely, she's extraordinarily talented. And so I would definitely, if you're interested in such a thing, do so. And I have my planchette as well. So, all sorts of great things going on here. So, and I forgot my bell. I've been taking stuff with me. So, Linus, you're in the way. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second here. You're in the way, buddy. My cat. He's something else. He is something else. See if we can get some of this stuff back on here. Brad, tonight we are going to use the yes and no boxes. I know that you've made leaps and bounds on them, but I'm going to use what I have. And we'll kind of go from there and see what happens. So here is the yes. So the yes lights up green, folks. And the no will light up red. Uh, Brad does these. Yes, it's saying no, you will not get the flashlight to work. Um, Brad also makes a lot of great gear for people. And if you want, go to Crack Skull uh, Paranormal, and um, that's what you go to, and that's he makes them. So definitely check it out. And then we'll just do an obelisk tonight as well. So we'll just kind of leave it at that for now. I might have to rethink using this board on here and just show it off. Yell. Well, some days I want to. And the thing is, and yes, thank you, Jeremy. Crackskullparanormal.com. Please go check it out. Brad is extraordinarily talented as well. Really appreciate his support, his fun, everything else. So definitely check it out. But let's see here. I'm just kind of taking a look here at comments and whatnot real fast before I get too terribly far in all this. So, and as you can see, I'm a little out of practice. And if you go to, I think if you just want to reach out to Christy, someone asked, well, what's Christy's, how do you get a hold of Christy? Just find her on Facebook, Christy Ayers, Ayers. Find her and send her a message. Or I can also send her a message on your behalf as well. So, and I know she's had a busy weekend. She was with Richard Estep and Sam Beltrusis, and they had an event at the McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas, along with Stephanie O'Reilly. And I haven't talked with her because I actually did my own event this weekend. I was speaking at the Anderson House in Wabasha, Minnesota, which is about 2.5 hours from where I am right now. And I did a presentation on ITC, intratransmental communication, which is what all like the spirit box falls into that. And I spoke for about 1.5 hours on that. And it went over really well. We played a lot of recordings and stuff, and people were very interested. I also did a talk November 1st over at the Rogue Buddha Gallery off of University in Northeast Minneapolis. And we were supposed to talk. I was supposed to talk for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I spoke for over 2 hours. And not because they couldn't stop me from talking. It was because they kept asking me to talk more. There's actually another event behind my talk, called the Death Cafe. And they actually canceled that. And that was really, it was really funny because they actually canceled it because they wanted me to keep talking. And that's really encouraging. I really enjoyed that. In fact, the Death Cafe met tonight and they did a buffet and a potluck. And I didn't go to that, but look for more information about Rogue Buddha Gallery and some stuff coming up there for those who are local, because first of all, just go to the Rogue Buddha Gallery. It is beautiful. The art's amazing. This gentleman named Nick runs it. He does some great art there. And the funny thing is we get there only to realize we went to grade school together. So that was like, okay, that was pretty funny, actually. We kind of intertwined, and I'm not kidding. We intertwined our whole lives, and we don't know each other. This started with grade school. His mom played in the same civic orchestra that I played in. We worked in the same building in downtown Minneapolis. We've intertwined, and we're finally catching up with each other. So that was pretty amazing. One of the nicest people I've ever met. And then I was did this thing in Wabasha this weekend, and one of the guys from one of the other paranormal teams, I went to grade school with him as well. So I don't understand why grade school friends are coming up, and none of them were my friends. I'm not saying that to be rude, I just said it's fact. So let's see here. Jeremy, I'd love to, if you know how I can take part in that, I would love to do so. I have a couple of things I'm speaking at next year, one at Broadhead, and then I'm slated to be speaking at the Gettysburg Bash next year. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Um, so just trying to think, what else do we have to talk about before we get to the meat of the situation? October 21st, 2023. That would be fun. That'd be really cool. And then other than that, I'm gainfully employed again. I guess that's really the only thing to really talk about. So um, tonight is about our loved ones, right? Tonight is about reaching out to those that we want to get in touch with. And how this works for those of you who've not seen this before is you cough and they come. No, you put in the comments who you'd like me to try to reach. And there's never a guarantee for a response, but what we do is we do our best. I try to use mediumship to bring through spirits to talk to us. And we just kind of go from there and see what happens. And, even if it's just a small, even just a small, their voice comes through or whatever else, sometimes that makes a world of difference for people. So that is what we do. It's whomever you want to. Once again, I do not guarantee a response. There are people on here who've been asking for over a year for certain people to come through, and we try and they just don't. Or at least they're not coming through in a way that we are familiar with their, the way they speak and stuff. So it's always worth a try. It's always worth a retry. What we're doing is we're just trying to reach out. That's all that it is. So that's why I think it's important. I think it's super important to do. And I just want to make sure that that we do our best for anyone who's trying to reach out. So that is where we are at. Just I'm looking down because you know how it is. I'm on a rolling chair, like a desk chair, and of course there's a cat strung out right behind me. So if I back up, you're gonna hear like it's not a cat from beyond. It's a small furry animal that just is in everyone's way. So I'm trying to make sure I don't do that because he's a little furry face. Why would we do that to him? So that is that's where we're at. You guys are putting in comments, and I greatly appreciate it. Anthony says, also remember about spirits being reborn in new bodies. I mean, I guess really it's up to each individual about what do we believe and how we believe that redistribution works. Because I personally believe that if that redistribution does work, that you're in part, and we did get something through the Ovilus. We got a couple things now. Hold on. Breaking news from the Ovilus. What do we got going on here? So it's not Yell, it was Well, Alice, and Leg. Now, as we know about Ovilus, is that, I can't say that everything that comes through is completely meaningful, but you never know. So, just keep that. If you know an Alice that has passed or something, maybe it's something that is worthwhile to remember. But Anthony, as I was saying, I personally believe that when you do get redistributed, as far as reincarnation or however we want to call it, that your essence though of what you were still is implanted, still exists. That's my take on it. Doesn't mean I'm right, but that's just where I'm at with that. With that all said, why don't we do some protection first? And for those of you who have not taken part in this before, what we're just doing here is we just want to make sure if you're taking part in this, we just want to make sure that we are not inviting spirit to glom on to us. Any attachment's not good, but please remember that that it's doesn't necessarily mean that the attachment is of a nasty spirit or anything. It just means that they like our energy, but we don't want them to attach. And don't forget also, folks, we're not asking them, we want their intention, not give them our energy. So if you're like, okay, I want to be able to I want to be able to uh, reach out to someone, and if they can have my energy, um, then that might make it work. Don't give them your energy. That's yours. It belongs to you only. It doesn't belong to them. That's a slippery slope. I know people do it. They do it all the time, and that's wrong. I'm sorry. I just do not believe in that. So that, do what you want. Your house, do what you want. I'm just telling you how we operate here. Doesn't mean you have to follow it either, but I'm just telling you what we like to do. So if you don't want to take part in any protection, you don't have to, but we are going to run through protection for those who want to. And all we're trying to do is, we're putting out the intention that we want to be able to, you know, basically love and light, go to, the highest vibration that we can, and bring out the best people. We don't want to speak to anyone that is not of love and light. We do not want to speak to anyone who does, walks on the side of dark. We want to reach out to those, especially our relatives. If our relatives can come through for us, we would, really, I think we'd really appreciate it. So take, feet on the ground, folks. And what we're going to do is, Anthony says he's just looking for answers to questions. I get it. I totally get it. That is absolutely perfect as far as I'm concerned, for what it's worth. And it doesn't have to be worth anything. So protection, we always start at our heart chakra, right? And we just relax, folks. Right now, you should be able to maybe start feeling some energy come through. You're being receptive, you're being open. What we're trying to do tonight, folks, is we're trying to reach out to spirits. We want to reach out to our loved ones. Please come through to us. Please speak with us. I'm going to show you how you can speak to us. You can use me as the conduit. And there is a light that resonates from our heart. It's a kind of a glow. Call upon your spirit guides, call upon your relatives who have passed, your friends who have passed, and ask for protection as we go down this journey and we start talking with our loved ones or anyone who wants to communicate that is of light. And imagine that light that starts here starts growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And what we want is the idea of basically a a protection bubble around us that doesn't allow anybody to glom onto us, doesn't allow anyone to take our energy. And then what I like to do, because I'm in a house and I have a guy that lives in my basement, we have some animals here, I just like to push that energy that I've created, that protection, I push it. And as far as I believe that I'm pushing it to every wall in this house, that it's covering everybody in this house. Everyone is safe from my energy because of my energy, okay? And just think about that. Just take a moment and think about the protection, think about how you can be protected, okay? And with that, we can start something and we can start talking with spirits. Of course, granted, and I haven't done this in a while. Actually, even at these events I've done, at the one in November at the Rogue Buddha Gallery, we did do Spirit Box there. That is the last time I've done Spirit Box, was on November 1st. And it's the same thing that we run into every single time, that it doesn't seem to, I have problems with the speaker. So let's fully expect that as usual. We're using SB7 tonight as how we normally work. And the reason why we do that is because I think it's the easiest for us to hear through Facebook. Now, I had a number of people yesterday on some other teams tell me, and this is fine, folks. Always take ego out of it. But they're just like, Spirit Box is useless. It doesn't do anything. Nothing comes through. I never hear anything from it. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But it's just funny because I haven't done a Minnesota event in years. And it was like everywhere else I've gone and done events and stuff, you have people who are just like, nope, it works. We like it, whatever. I've always run into that in Minnesota with people at some of these other teams, like, nope, we don't like it. We don't use it. Yet it's always like there. It's always there. People are always at these teams are using them. I see it. So I don't understand, but whatever. So we're going to turn on Spirit Box. Let's see if it still works after all this time, right? It's been a long time. So let's see what we're going to do. We're going to do a, trying to think what we normally do here. Why don't we do a 200? And we're going to do a reverse sweep as always for those of you who like knowing such information. Let's see what we can get. Let me know if it needs to be turned up, okay? I'm just turning it up. Give it a second. Good evening. My name is Greg. Can we come through and talk to me through this tonight, please? I feel like I need to turn it up. I might have to restart it because it needs to be louder. Let's see. Give me 1 second. We're going to restart. Because sometimes when you turn it on and you're trying to turn it up, it won't turn up. It should be louder this time. Try again. Do we have anybody here with us tonight? Do we have any relatives here with us tonight? Can you come through one of these devices, please? If you can. This is yes. This is no. What did you say?
No.
I know. Can you try it out for us, please? That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Annette said you heard Wake Up. All right, Kelly. Give me a sec. I'll do my best for you.
But
Keep it coming through. Paul, I'm reaching out to you on behalf of Kelly, your cousin. Could you come through, please? Can you say hi to us? Got somebody that says hi. Paul Lee. I know a Paul Lee in the UK. He didn't die, obviously. Yeah, that's what I got too. I got a hi. I heard a hi. Paul Lee, is that you? Could you say hi to Kelly, please? No? Don't you want to say hi to Kelly? I heard that too. Thank you. Okay, no, that's... So you've had Paul reach out to you at your house. Okay. So Paul, it sounds like that you reach out to Kelly a lot. Now she really misses you. She would love to hear your voice. Did you say hi to us earlier? I think it was him. Where in the UK are you from, Kelly? I thought I just heard Kelly. And I thought I heard your name, actually. Anyone else hear that? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy now. Awesome. Paul, do you have any messages for your cousin? I thought I heard calm down. Kelly, are you ramped up at all? Are you a little on edge? Because I thought I heard calm down. And I don't think it was like, just calm down. I think it's something to try to help you. It's radio. Paul, are you trying to say, are you just trying to give her some advice to keep her healthy all over? I think it comes better from you, Kelly, right? Paul, you know Kelly loves you, right? So, yeah, maybe rest. Rest came through. I think you're being told try to take care of yourself, Kelly. Okay. Try to take care of yourself. Try to make yourself, healthy. Because you're not going to do anyone any good if you're not healthy. Trust me, I know that. Kelly, I'm going to leave that with you, okay? Hey, Linda, how are you doing? Linda would like to hear from her grandmother, Lola. I'll do my best.
Sponsored by.
That's radio. I don't think Spirits are going to say sponsored by. What do you know? Huh. That's Greg. Did you hear that? Are you talking about me or are you talking about Greg Koss? Totally took me out of my train of thought. It was actually like, that's Greg. Which, oh, Amanda thought it was thanks, Greg. All right, Linda, I haven't forgotten about you. We'll try it again. I think we're going to have a good night. I thought I just heard Lola. Lola, can you come through for your granddaughter, Linda? Well, you're welcome. Thank you. Lola, can you come through for Linda and myself, please? She just would like to hear, she just wants to say hi to you. That's all she wants. She just wants to say hi to you. You're beautiful. Someone just said, you're beautiful. Linda, I would think that maybe be something Lola would tell you. You're beautiful. Sounds like something a grandmother would say, don't you think? All of a sudden there's... Yeah, you all heard that. You all heard that. Lola, do you have anything else to say to your beautiful granddaughter? I've known Linda for quite some time. She's quite the soul. We're all blessed to have her in our lives. Lola, do you have anything else to say to your granddaughter? All right, Linda, I'm going to leave that with you. Linda says the response is the world to me. Well, you deserve that. You deserve a great response. I'm happy that we're able to help in some way. My pleasure, Linda. That's why we do this, right? right, Moni Moni. Can you give me? Oh, he's right there. I'm sorry. Linda's name has come through a number of times. That's pretty wonderful. All right, Moni Moni, I'll do my best for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It has to be so tough. Folks, I'm going to reach out to Moni Moni's son, Mark, who took his life last year, okay? Mark, are you here for your mother? Mark, your mom would like to hear your voice. Can you say hello, please? Mark, I feel like you need to put aside anything that makes you think that she's not going to want to hear you, because obviously she does.
I'm sorry.
That I'm sorry. Did you hear that? I don't. This is so delicate. But did anyone else hear "I'm sorry" from a male? Mark, it's happened. She wants to hear from you. I know. He just said, I know. Your family misses you. Mark, I am going to do something at the end of, I'm going to do something in a little bit, and I want you to be here for it. Stay right here with me, because I'm going to help you, okay? Only if you want to. But I think I can help you, okay? Don't leave me. Stay here with me, and I'm going to help you. We are now past anything other than let's just move forward, okay? Yes, you can. I thought I heard I can't. Yes, you can. And just to say, I see people are saying that you might have said how. How can I help you? We're gonna move you forward. But you gotta want to do it too. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. And I know you're talking to me right now, and I'm talking over you.
Mr. Ray.
So Mark, just stay here with me, okay? Over here. I think you're over here. Okay. Next up, Chantel. See my grandpa Bernie coming through. I can do my best. I am trying to reach out to Bernie. Your granddaughter Chantal would love to hear your voice. Bernie, can you come through for us, please? Bernie? Bernie, can you come through, please? What was that? Bernie, can you come through for us, please? Your granddaughter would really like to hear you come through. I don't think he's going to come through. And I don't think it's any other reason, but I don't think he's going to come through. Bernie, do you have any messages for your granddaughter at all? And Chantal, you know, if we don't get him tonight, we can try again some other time. Just listening. All right. We'll try it some other time, okay? Barbara. That's great. Now I know that we tried for Eric before. Did we get him? Same voice. Are you hearing that same female voice? I don't think it's nothing to do with this. I don't think. Same female voice. Have we gotten Eric before? We have gotten him. That's good. Okay. I'm not a complete failure. Okay. Hey, Eric. Your wife would love to hear from you again. I mean, you can never get too much. Could you say hi to Barbara, please? She got the message you sent through on the spirit portrait. Now she'd like to hear you come through here, please. You heard that, or are you saying that? Eric, do you visit Barbara a lot? So, Eric, am I not going to hear from you tonight? Not even a little bit? If you're coming through and I'm not catching it, can you light something up over there for me, please? I can feel somebody. Getting hot in here. Who's in here with me? Y'all stop talking to me? I mean, I feel the energy. The obelisk says, well, Alice, and leg. Well, Alice, and leg. I don't think I can zoom in anymore. Oh, I can zoom in more. You're welcome. All right. Eric, do you have anything, or we're going to have to try again some other time? All right, let's see who we can cross over. Mark, stay with me, okay? I know a lot of you have other requests. I ask that we hold on to them next time, okay? I'm not going to overdo it tonight. And I can already feel that the responses are slipping. So I appreciate your patience. But I'm going to need your intention to help me with this. We're going to cross over. So, Mark, I'd like you to cross over, all right? And others, please do this if you want to do it. Do not worry about what's waiting for you. You are going to be fine. There are loved ones and spirit guides that are going to help you. So, I'm opening up some light for you, okay? From that light, there's just a single strand. Follow that strand. Follow that strand. Do you see it? Just go to it. Just go to that light and cross through. Felt like someone is holding my hand. Mark, do you see it? Here. Said here. Cross. I can feel you. You're all crossing. I can feel it. Anyone else feel it? Good. Did you do it? Are you all crossed? And your responses are gone. Oh. Very powerful tonight, energy-wise. I'm going to shut this session down. You okay? We're going to shut down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Something worth posting real fast. Let's see. Barbara has said, I'm seeing a new doctor for my legs. I lost use 2 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. So the obelisk says well and leg. So let's hope that that is a positive sign. So I feel like I can speak on behalf of everyone watching. We wish you nothing but the best. Best of luck. Best of health. Stay positive. Call upon Raphael. Okay, call upon your archangel Raphael for healing, and I'm sure you have been doing so. But continue to do so. Continue that positive spirit. And I say that not really for you, but oddly for me, because it's so easy to say just continue being positive, but it's so hard to be positive, isn't it? Sometimes. And I don't know you that well, but I don't feel like that's going to be an issue for you to stay positive. I feel like that you are positive, and we're all with you on hoping that you're able to get some very good positive news. Okay, let's see. So a lot of people sending you love and light, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. So we're going to end up here. And like I said, Tuesday, I will probably not do anything. Of course you do, Barb. And, I feel like that things are going to align for you. Please keep us posted if you feel comfortable doing so. Um, Not going to be on Tuesday because I'm going to be getting ready to go for another trip. I probably won't be back till the first weekend in December, but I really wanted to get on and let you all know, number one, I still exist. And secondly, in which some people might be like, oh my God, you didn't have to do that. But also because I just miss doing it. And I feel like that we had a good night. Um, you know, let's see here. Money, if you're still on, can you please update me if you're feeling anything different in terms of when you think of Mark? Okay. Barb, please let me know about the leg and everything else. And Kelly, I know you wanted us to reach out to to your grandmother or your nan, and we can try next time. But I'm hoping that you're getting more from Paul as well. So. Um, that being said, if you don't mind me saying so, once again, if you so inclined on Sunday, this is going to be a good one with Matt Neen. Please tune in, and you're going to be full on turkey, so just plop down on a couch and listen. And then for those local to me, on December 7th, we are doing Ghost Stories and Beyond over with Robert Robinson. We're talking Bigfoot, and it's going to be a great time. Okay. It's been so awesome to reconnect with all of you again. I really miss you. Um, Thank you, Money. She says, I felt him say, I'm sorry. That would be him. I believe so too. I believe so too. Just so you all know, everything that happens tonight is the reason why I'm into this. The reason why I take part. I don't do this to go into creepy locations and stuff. This is because I want to help you if I can, or help you find people to help you. So you all take care. Have a happy Thanksgiving. For those of you not in the US, you might have a bank holiday or something around this time because we seem to kind of align on those. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy. It's so good to see you all. And I will talk to you, if not before, first weekend of December. Take care, everyone. Good night.